Hi, I'm Chief Kirk. Welcome to my channel. Now today I'm out in my backyard moat. It's rained so hard. It rained so hard here yesterday. I bet y'all can hear that. But I'm standing in mud. Anyhow, what I wanted to do today is a couple different things. First of all, I've been watching some of the YouTube videos where the guys are camping and cooking and having a big time. And what I wanted to bring today is I wanted to show you something. Now, a lot of the guys are showing, I'm going to stoop down a little bit so you can see me. A lot of the guys are showing these prepared meals that you just open them up and add water and they work really good, and that's great. But some of those things are kind of expensive. I'm thinking, and I may be wrong, but I'm thinking some of them are like upwards of $8-9, you know, for a meal. But down at Walmart, they have some things that I've been eating these for years, and they're absolutely great. And all you got to do with these is just add water. Now I've got two different kinds here, but they're by the same company, and they're called Knorr. And by the way, they did not pay me to do this. They did not send this to me free. I just wanted to share this with you. Now this particular one is Knorr's teriyaki noodles. Now I'm gonna tell you, I have eaten a whole bunch of these things over the years because they are absolutely awesome. They also have, and this is noodles, but now they also have a whole lot of rice. This one is cheddar and broccoli, and I had some of this the other day and it's really good too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an attempt at cooking some of this up. I am not a professional by a long way. Now, oh, by the way, let me read in the instructions on this to you. I'll have to take my glasses off so I can see it. But this, you can do this in the microwave too. You don't have to do it outdoors. But this, since I'm talking about camping, this is absolutely great. But anyhow, all you do is in a medium saucepan, bring 1.5 cups of water and 1 tablespoon of vegetable oil or margarine, and that is optional. I've never used either one of those, and they turn out absolutely great. Bring it to a boil and then stir in the contents of this package. And it says reduce heat and simmer 7 minutes or until the noodles are tender, stirring occasionally. Once that's done, you let it stand for at least 2 minutes, stir and serve. We're going to give this a shot. And I think I'm going to have the noodles. And I'm also using my little stove that I had on one of my other videos. I just bought this recently. And I'm going to see how it works. Now, ordinarily, if I was using a cup or something, I'd have to use my little invention to lay on here to keep it from falling down. But I'm using this pan. This pan is large enough to just sit right on there. And I'm also not going to use any kind of a windbreaker around it because the wind is pretty calm right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is take the lid off. And it says to add 1.5 cups. I'm going to add 2 cups of water. There's one. And there's two. Well, that don't seem like very much. I'm going to add another one. Watch me mess it up just. Anyhow, there it goes. Now, I'll set this off to the side. I might also add that what I'm using for fuel in this little alcohol stove is this heat. Now, the reason I'm using this is I saw a video that one of the guys posted on different fuels and what works good with these stoves. This is supposed to be the best. Not only is it stronger, they say, but also this particular one does not leave soot on the bottom of your pan. So, and I tried this in one of my other videos with a stainless cup, and it left no marks, no visible marks whatsoever. So this is pretty good stuff, and this is what I'm using, which I'm also going to set over here to the side in that water hole there and hope it don't float off. Alright, now I'm going to move this out of the way because I won't be needing it for a few minutes, if at all. Now it says to bring this to a boil, so I've got to light my stove, and I think what I'll do is I'll use my, more I'll light my fire with a fire steel. And see if I can light it with it. First try. I like that. Now I'm going to let that work for a minute. When it's the least bit light, you can't see the flames on this at all. You pretty much gotta. I'm not sure that's lit. I'm gonna do it again just to make sure. It is lit. Oh yeah, I can see it now. And I can feel the flame, the heat. So, okay, we got that lit. Now I'm going to give it a minute to catch up just a little bit. Now, I'm going to get ready here. Okay, it seems to be working okay. I'll also be trying out this neat little fork and spoon combination made out of plastic that I also bought down at Walmart. This is made by Yuko, and again, they didn't send this to me. I had to buy it, although it was less than $2. But I've seen guys using the sporks, and to be honest with you, I'm not sure I like the spork too good. If I want a fork, I want a fork. If I want a spoon, I want a spoon. So anyhow, we're going to do that. Now, it's going to take a little while for this to come to a boil, and when it does, I'll bring you back and we'll go from there. Stand by. Okay folks, I think this thing is pretty close to boiling. I'm going to check it. This handy little tool that I made, that I showed you in one of my other videos, you can lay that on top of that stove right there, and you got a place you can set a smaller cup where you don't need to do it with that. This thing also, I just discovered just a few seconds ago, does another handy thing. It works as a pot handle. Okay, that's boiling good. So let's see if we can open this up. One of these sides has got a, there it is. Didn't take very long for that to boil with that little stove. I'm kind of pleased with it. Now, I'm going to dump these in. I wanted to make sure there wasn't a packet or something in there, and there's not. Everything is right here. Now, I'm going to stir that in. I better hold on to that so I don't knock it off. Well, that water has already darkened up to a nice soup color. Oh boy. Now, it says to for that to stay on there 7 minutes, so I'm going to set my little timer right here. For 7 minutes, start it. And it says to keep stirring it, which I will do. So I'm going to shut the camera down and work with this a little while, and then I'll come back. Okay folks, I think that's about long enough. Now, I've been stirring this a little bit periodically, and I discovered why it said to use a little bit of olive oil, because this has a tendency to stick in the pan if you don't do that. It's not bad, but still, this would have been a whole lot easier. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my stove out with the little snuffing cap. And I'm going to show you what I have here. I don't know how well you can see this, but this is teriyaki noodles. And they're hot. Yes, they are hot. Burn the baby's tongue. Anyhow, I'm gonna let these cool just a little bit before I eat them real good. So while I'm letting them cool off so I can eat them, I'd like to say these are great meals. They're cheap. I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but these meals are just $1 each. $1 each, and that's all they are. For $1, you can't hardly beat that. This makes a good deal to carry with you in your pack when you're out hiking or camping or whatever. It's easy to fix, as cheap as it can be, and if you're like me and you don't like paying those big old high prices for those camping places that sell you that pre-made stuff at a war price, if that's what you like, knock yourself out. I love these $1 meals. So anyhow, there's a whole bunch of different flavors of these things, not just these two, but I bet they've got probably 20 different kind of flavors, and they're good. So I hope you enjoyed this. I know I did. I'm going to enjoy this in just a minute. So thank you for being with me while I tried my hand at cooking, which I'm not good at. And remember, tell somebody you love them, because they may not be here tomorrow. God bless you. I'll see you next time.